we have Captain America and Venom. This is the Marvel Legends GamerVerse Captain America versus Venom 2-pack. And I love what they're doing with the packaging with these figures. Like they have all kinds of video game graphics, really cool stuff on the front and the back. And then like over here we get some like power bars and we have the two figures facing off against each other. So that's a lot of fun, man. They're killing it with the packaging. Got Captain America on this side. And then through the window here, you are able to see the figures along with all of their accessories. And there's a good amount of stuff in there. You know, we got Captain America. Does he have a thumbs up, man? Oh, shit, he does. That's cool. And, you know, Venom has hands and some head sculpts and whatever. So, yeah, really good presentation right away. Maximum Warp says Venom's knees are what concern me. Oh, yeah. What, the fact that they have pins? That does kind of suck. And then I do have my hot water chamber handy so that if anything's too stiff, we can throw it in there. But let's go ahead and get it going. So we looked at the packaging. I cut it on this side, I believe. Prescribed Drone says Venom is the Walmart one, just blue, right? I believe so. So there's the figures. And again, like I said, I'm going to be kind of doing my thing with the focus here. It's a little dark, so give me just 1 second to get my lights down. I put them up a little bit so that the glare was minimized a little bit, but here we go. Bam. So now everything looks good. Raw, real, uncut, says the figure report. That's right. But yeah, so here's the two figures in the tray, and you can see, you know, we get extra sets of hands. Captain America has two head sculpts. It looks like one of the head sculpts is the same as the one from the 20th anniversary Captain America. Unfortunately, I don't have that head sculpt handy. Like, I have that figure. I have a bunch of that figure. I've opened a couple of them, but I just don't know where the alternate heads are. They're around here somewhere. Let's go ahead and get Venom out first. Sorry about that. I know that's loud and annoying. Okay. Oh, you know, another cool thing about doing reviews like this is that you do definitely get the raw first reaction to these figures. Like I don't get a chance to sit with them and you know, come up with what I want to say. You have to you get the raw dog experience. And yeah, this Venom right out of the packaging is pretty cool, but man, the lines, is that on everybody's? The lines are weird. Like it's a little dark. The blue's a little darker. Oh man, his blue is all jacked up. I mean, his spider web's all jacked up. Like we'll look at it in just a minute. Actually, I'll show you in just a minute. We'll get up close and look at the details. But yeah, the paint on the spider is not great. I have another one of these on the way from Big Bad Toy Store, and man, I might have waited to open this had I noticed what they have going on here. Angel says the paint was all jacked up on his. Dang, that sucks. I mean, with this Venom, you know, it pisses me off because like it's just a repaint, so you would assume that they would do their best to make sure the paint is perfect and pretty, you know? And on this Venom, they did not do that. Fortress Madamus says, how's the blue? Looks a little bit darker than I expected, but I like it better. I mean, it may look darker on screen here, but it's definitely pretty light blue. Yeah, no, I mean, it's not, I guess it's a little darker than I expected too, but man, you know, I'm not a big fan of this Venom body, to be honest with you. It's the same body as the Walmart exclusive Venom, and, you know, even here, I didn't love it. Man, the paint on his spider is all messed up. Here, let me try to see if I can show you. Here, give me a second. I'm going to put on a, like a zoom lens I got. Look at this, though. You guys able to see it? I don't know if you guys are able to see it, but the blue, I mean, the whites don't really, they're not like consistent. There we go. You see, like, the whites are a little darker on the inside. How's that look, you guys? Can you guys see what I'm talking about? There we go. Well, yeah, you see that? like the white's a little darker right in here, and then out here it's not. Maybe like we could see it a little better here. Oh, there we go. You see what I mean? So that really sucks. Prescribe John says, ask Amazon to exchange it. Yeah, Grump says it looks like the white hat. The white. It looks like the white in the center had a few more coats. Yeah, for sure. Oh, it's definitely a widespread issue. Tony says, "Damn, I see it. Looks like they missed a couple of passes." Yeah. Well, that sucks, man. All they had to do was paint the head sculpt. I mean, all they had to do was paint this guy nicely, and they didn't even do that. But here's a quick look at the head sculpt. This head sculpt is nice. You guys able to see it? There we go. The head sculpt is nice and everything. We've seen it before, though. Yeah, there we go. Pop and Sons Collectors said it better than I did. The legs are more transparent. So that's kind of weak. But how you like this close-up, though? That's pretty dope, right? Fucking Venom. But, you know. And then look back here, too. This is not great either. Again, it's frustrating. I mean, you know, a repaint, it is what it is. It's part of the game. But you would think that they would make sure that the repaints are nice. So that's pretty frustrating. But we'll come back to some close-ups in a minute here. So yeah, that's definitely something they could have done better on Venom. Unfortunately, they kind of jacked up the paint on him. But let's go ahead and get some of his accessories out. The back is all scratched. Yeah, it is. It's not. Again, all they had to do was. It's just a repaint. All they had to do was paint it correctly, and they didn't do that. Hey, we have 113 people here today. That is awesome. In previous live streams on Saturdays, we don't get that many people, but today, some pretty good turnout. So thanks, guys. The pre-report says using the Osmo. I am using the Osmo. Sorry about the noise, by the way. But right out of the packaging, Venom felt pretty good as far as like the joints and the movement and everything. So that's kind of cool. But aside from that, like my first impression is kind of disappointed because of the paint. He does have an extra set of hands. Got like the open clawed hands. See how easily they pop in. Let me know how everything looks, guys. Is everything in focus pretty much for the most part? Smash Blaster says, looks like the eye paint on Venom is outside of the lines. Yep, just a little bit. Yep, damn. Good eye. You, not him. Yeah, his eye is all jacked up right there. So that's, man, that's the kind of, that pisses me off, man. Jeez. Holy shit. Oh, this is all fucking, oh no, this is, okay, well here's Venom with the alternate head sculpt. How about those painted knees? What do you mean? The knees aren't painted. Man, this Venom is very disappointing. I was really hoping that this would be like a pleasant surprise, but it is not. Obviously, I got this set because of Captain America, and I didn't care about Venom. I was just hoping to kind of like him. Somebody was telling me that it was a surprise. They kind of liked it and whatever. And yeah, I'm having a different experience than they did. So yeah, for all you guys in the chat, make sure you go share this video because again, if this goes well, I'll do it again. But yeah, so Venom's pretty disappointing. But let's go ahead and do some quick size comparisons while we have him here. So here he is alongside the Walmart exclusive Venom, and here he is alongside the Soda Toys Ken. I mean, wait, yeah, no, not Soda Toys. What am I talking about? Storm Collectibles Storm Arena Ken. Get this out of here. And then here he is alongside the 3-0 Mega Man and the Jada Toys Mega Man. Then here he is alongside the Jada Toys Vega. I have this all jacked up. What am I doing? Oh. And Captain America. Oh, shit. I should have had him along some Spider-Man figures, huh? Wait 1 second. I'll be back with some Spider-Man figures. You prefer the Walmart version? I mean, honestly, I don't like either one. I wanted to love the Walmart version, but I just didn't. Like, it's okay, but it needs to be modified. They gave him a new neck, right? Yeah, they did. We'll go through his articulation in a minute here. But here he is alongside Mafex Spider-Man. And we'll save them for Captain America. And then here he is alongside, what's it called? Maximum Spider-Man. Looks like the blue should have been brighter on Venom. Yeah, I don't know. Some people are just saying it should have been lighter. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation on this body real quick. I think most people know what it's all about, but we'll go ahead and talk about it anyways, just in case. But starting off at the head, he does have like a ball hinge situation. So you could get his head to go up and down, which is pretty nice because that other Venom did not have that capability. So he could look up to right there, bring it down to right there. He could look side to side. Got a little bit of tilting action, but not a whole lot. And that's pretty much it for the head. Man, Venom is such a cool character. Like I mean, he's one of those characters that there should be a bunch of good toys of him, Like what I'm 40, I just turned 40, and when I was a kid, like Venom was the coolest fucking thing ever. But there hasn't been a lot of good Venom figures. It seems like they're always just disappointing for some reason. Um, the one that's been the most satisfying is probably the Mafex one, and it's tiny, but it's been the most satisfying to me. Anyways, as far as like his torso goes, he does have a diaphragm cut, and it moves side to side nicely like that. Gets a little bit of forward and back, and then he has an ab crunch, but the ab crunch only goes forward to right there. But you want to be very careful because I'm afraid that I'll scratch the paint if I push it or anything. But yeah, it only goes forward to like right there, so it's not the greatest. And then he does have butterfly joints, which are pretty nice. The butterfly joints are good. Get him in some cool poses with those. Get him back to right there. They go forward to right there. And then he does have ball joints here at the shoulders that go all the way around. Come up to right there. He has upper bicep swivel. Double jointed pinless elbows, so that's pretty good. And then swivel at the wrist, hinge at the wrist. For the legs, they go up to right there. No drop down hips or anything, but they go up to right there. Come back a little bit. Upper thigh swivel, that's like super tight. Double jointed knees that do have pins. At the foot, he has up and down like that, and then a rocking ankle, but no lower leg swivel. So yeah, the articulation on him is very basic Marvel Legends articulation. Pretty much, you guys already know exactly what you're getting out of the articulation on this guy. He is capable of some fun poses though, but at the same time, he is a little stiff and kind of weird. Not like the feel of it, but just the articulation setup is kind of stiff and not like the most dynamic. I feel like even though Venom's big, he should be pretty dynamic. He's big, but he's not like Juggernaut. You should be able to like do some fun stuff with them. But yeah, I would say, the articulation is what it is. It's what we're used to. Man, very disappointed in this Venom overall though. Hopefully Captain America could save the day. He usually does. Let's see what people are saying in the chat here. Liam Matthews says, Mess Toys Venom looks like it'll be the best. Oh, yeah, for sure. Cyber Ronin. Those are some new names. Thank you guys for coming through. He says, just got mine in the mail. Really pleased. Nice. Nathan says, I agree. The Mafex is the best figure available, but too small. Dork Shop says, this is off topic, but how tall is the Mafex Venom? I wanted to use it to make a Last Craven Hunt. Oh, that would be cool. Let me go get it for you. He's good, but he's very tiny. Like, that's him right there. He's small. But it's a great figure. Doombot 9000 says the head sculpt is dope. Yeah, the head sculpt is cool for sure. But even the head sculpt on this head sculpt isn't very clean. There's a lot of paint imperfections and stuff. I could show you real quick if you'd like. But like the teeth, I know the teeth are supposed to be kind of jacked up, so you could kind of get away with it. But like, I feel like they're a little bit more jacked up than they should be. You see, like right in there, there's some white in the gummy areas. And again, you could kind of excuse it by saying, oh, the teeth are supposed to be crazy, but like not that crazy. Over here, it's a little. No, even over here, it's not great. Can you guys see that? Yeah. So, I don't know. They definitely could have done better with the um, with the paint work on here, especially considering that's all they had to do. Sorry if the light changed a little bit. I had another filter on here that I think came off when I put the zoom lens on. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about Captain America. Hey, what's up, Winger Lose? Grump says the paint on the back of my Venom seems to be better than on the front. On the front, it's similar to yours, unfortunately. Damn. Are the pins and the knees gummy? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna put this figure down before I throw a fit. Hopefully, Captain America um, turns this into a better situation. Honestly, I was fully prepared to not care about this figure at all. So it is what it is. It met my expectation. Like somebody told me it was cooler than what it seems. So I was like, okay, we'll see. But I didn't. I never thought I was gonna really like this figure. So I can't really say I'm disappointed. I'm kind of like, it's what I expected. Give me a sec. Not really what I expected, but it just kind of like, yeah. I didn't think I was gonna like it. Watch out, the fuzz is in the chat. Who says that? What do you mean? We got 129 people in here today. That's awesome. So I was hoping that this live stream would only be like, you know, 20 minutes or something. But I should have known better. I should have known I couldn't review a figure set in 20 minutes. Let's see. So right out of the box, Captain America feels pretty good. He's got a weird finish though, but I do like it. Oh yeah, okay. I like Captain America. That's good. Yeah, he's nice. Does he have drop down hips? No, he doesn't. Oops. A little stiff, but yeah, man, that he's looking pretty good. Let me know if everything's looking okay here on the camera, guys. Hasbro cops are out to silence Wade. Why? Is someone from Hasbro in the house? Who only Dan would be here. If Dan's here, shout out to Dan, man. He's the best. Cap is great, but I'm pissed that they took away the diaphragm cut. Man, this shield is tiny too, huh? Jeez. Here it is compared to the unparalleled Cap shield, which is dope, but it has a bunch of... Man, why is it so small? Was it like that in the game? I'm not an expert on the game, so I don't know, but it seems tiny. Jeez. Cap is the main reason I want this. Hopefully he's worth it, says Raphael. Liam Matthews says, I had the retro card Venom and the gummy knees are what made me sell it. Hasbro really needs to fix their gummy knee joint. Angel says, careful with the shoulder on Cap Wade. They rub bad when posing and can scratch and damage the shoulders. You mean the ball joints themselves? Billy Moon says that shield is trash. The shield on the game is in the game is on the small side. Cap shield in the game is tiny, says Doggo. Okay. No texture on Cap's chest. Is that a game thing? Yes, the shield is small in the game. Okay. All right, so I mean that's okay then. I guess we can forgive the shield being small. But I don't they still haven't given us a Captain America with like a good shield effect yet. The ball joints on the shoulders are really tight, huh? Mine seem to be okay, Angel. Yeah, there's clearance. They're moving good. But yeah, I would say this Captain America is nice. I know a lot of people wanted like chainmail sculpted on there, and obviously that's like a cool Captain America thing. But I love having a smooth Captain America like this. It really reminds me of the Marvel Universe Captain America that they put out a while ago. Oh man, this ab crunch is not great. Damn, I wish he had better ab crunch. Captain America is one of those characters that would be perfect for the, the Wolverine double ball joint situation in the torso, because you can have a break right there and a break at the waist. It works like perfectly, but those guys, they just refuse. You know what I found when it comes to the Hasbro guys, just from talking to them about certain things and whatever, they're pretty stubborn, some of them, because they think that like some of the things that they do are the best way to do them, and there really isn't telling them different. A lot of times they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we want to hear your opinions." I don't know if that's true. I mean, maybe they want to hear your opinion if it's praising something they did. That's for sure. I mean, but everybody wants that. But as far as like if you go, "Oh, I think there's a better way you could do this." Now, they may say that just because it's part of the game, and it's like, we don't want to admit that we weren't able to do it a better way because of finances and whatever, but a lot of times they'll just go like, "Nope, this setup is the best. It looks the best aesthetically." That's what they'll tell you. Excuse me one second. Doesn't the shield go inside the burst accessory it came with? Yeah, it does. We'll look at that in just a minute. Here, I'm going to put Cap in the heat chamber here. I have my cup of hot water with the plastic bag in it. I've shown you guys this before, but let's loosen him up just a little bit, and then I'll talk about this stuff. So yeah, here's the shield, and it comes with this really cool like burst accessory, and it clips in there nicely. Like, the burst accessory has a little bit of give to it, so you could clip it on there. Say, "Oh man, that's super dope. Damn, that's awesome." Yeah, that is really cool. J Shot with a $20 super chat. Hey, thank you, J Shot. He says, "Happy belated birthday." Hey, thanks, man. I do appreciate that. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna get too honest with you guys, but my birthday was horrible. Probably, without exaggeration, the worst birthday I ever had. Um, but yeah. So, anyways, this Captain America shield is really dope. I like this effect quite a bit. But it is small. I mean, maybe one day they'll give us a big, proper Captain America shield. We'll see. All right, I have this water super hot, so maybe Captain America should be good to go, and then we'll talk about articulation and accessories. And let me know if you guys. Oh shit, there's a hole in the bag, so he got a little wet. Eric says, Is it because you turned 40?" Nah, I mean, turning 40 is it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to get older and not die. So I'm cool. I'm good with that. But just something happened that really sucked. But again, I'm not going to get too into it. But yeah. So here's Captain America. He's loosened up just a little bit. Let's talk about articulation. So articulation on Cap is pretty nice. It's fairly basic, and pretty much what we expect out of Marvel Legends. But it's pretty good for Captain America. They added some things that we haven't seen before from them on a Cap figure. So it's good stuff. But anyways, starting off at the head, his head is on a ball joint, so we get some nice like side to side. He could look up a really good amount. That's great right there. And then he could look down to right there, which is really great too. And and then for the torso, he does have an ab crunch that goes forward to right there. I really wish he got more movement out of that. And then he does have a waist swivel. Aesthetically, I don't mind the waist swivel here because of the belt, but I just feel like he would have got a lot more movement and range if it had a ball joint here and a ball joint there. So maybe in the future. They did it with Wolverine. Maybe they'll do it with Captain America if we all cry enough. But be prepared to be told for years that we're wrong. But yeah, so there we go for the torso. And then for the arms, he does have butterfly joints here at the shoulders. They get really good range. And like I said, we haven't got butterfly joints on a Captain America figure from Hasbro ever, I don't think. I can't think of one that had butterfly joints. And they're okay, Get some really good movement there. Get them back a pretty good amount. I don't know what kind of pose that is, but trying to show you the butterfly joints. Oh yeah, he does look good though. So good stuff there with the butterfly joints. And then he does have ball joints at the shoulders as well. So they go all the way around. They come up to right there. And then he does have upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that are pinless. Oops. Double jointed pinless elbows that get really good range. Check that out there. So that's nice. And then at the hand, he has a swivel and a hinge. And then for the legs, he's able to kick forward to right there, which is not too bad. Kick back to right there. Can't really kick back at all. Ooh, bam. There we go. Nice side kick action. That'll definitely work. Then he has upper thigh swivel, double jointed knee, boot swivel, thankfully, god damn it. And then at the foot, you're able to bring his foot up to right there, down to right there, and then he does have rocking ankles. So yeah, like I said, the articulation on Cap is pretty cool. Nothing amazing, but you know, some new stuff for Captain America, and it mostly works pretty good. Oh shit, the shield has this whack ass clip, but let's see if we break it here on camera. No, we're good. Now this gets a little heavy once you have this on here, but um, yeah, this is dope. That's a very cool effect. Pletho says Wolverine not having boot swivel must be the right way to do it. I know in regards to boot swivel on Wolverine figures, they told me it's because not this time and not with this particular Wolverine figure, but in with the astonishing Wolverine figure, one of the designers told me it's because it would flare out the boot too much. That's why I get pissed off. It's like why are you telling me that? That's not true at all. Like you have several Wolverine. I even told him you guys have made several Wolverine figures with boot swivels. So like I think it's more of like a child, like a safety regulation thing or something. I don't know. Like maybe there's certain amount of points of like articulation that you're allowed to have on a figure that's marketed to kids or something. It's got to be something goofy like that. But the shield is pretty cool. The shield effect is really dope. Winger Lou says, "Wow, really small shield, can't hide behind it." Yeah, that's definitely true. It's going to be too small to protect him, I would think. But yeah, so let's see. You know, I will say the paintwork on Captain America is all very clean and nice. Like he looks really great. Let me get in close and show you guys with the macro lens here. Bam. Sorry, give me 1 second. I know it's blurry. My bad. Hopefully, I don't give you guys a headache or anything. But yeah, see, the paintwork on him is really clean. Like the star doesn't have any like huge imperfections or anything. A little bit on the corner there could have been better, but for the most part, the star is very clean. The stripes are very clean. This all looks really good. I will say they did a pretty incredible job with the paintwork on Cap. Like I don't really have any crazy imperfections. It all looks really good. I mean, I have a little bit of red down in here that you guys could see, kind of, but you know that's in a hidden spot. Doesn't even matter. And then taking a look at the head sculpts. This head sculpt is the same head sculpt that we saw with the 20th anniversary cap. And like I said, I don't have that handy, so I can't really show it to you, but it's a good looking head sculpt. I think they kind of did a better job with it here because there's a little bit more skin around the eyes. Sorry, you guys can't see that. I'm going to have to get my light set up a little better so I could light things properly. And then here's a look at the alternate head sculpt. This head sculpt is new. I'll get my nasty fingers out of there. This head sculpt is new, and it's all right. I don't know. I like the other one better. So yeah, this looks okay. See if I can get this off without taking the other lens off. Of course it takes it off. Whoa. There we go. So yeah, here's a look at the alternate head on Captain America. And yeah, I'm not crazy about this head sculpt. It's okay, I guess, but I don't love it. Yeah, I don't know. I would I'm not crazy about this, but let's go ahead and take a look at some size comparisons real quick, and then we'll get out of here. Oh, aside from the heads and the shield, he does have a couple of thumbs up hands, so that's cool. That's always fun. Different types of hands, you know. Get this head out of here, man. This head sculpt is whack. So let me get set up for some. See, this looks good right here. I like this right here. Yeah, I do like that. Do I still? Is the camera still good? I feel like. There we go. Cab looks like he's about to munch some glizzies. Yo, new U.S. agent. Cab Liv says, I think it looks goofy. The two-pack Punisher also had a weird yelling head. Yeah, for sure. Brandon says, can you compare to Jada Toy's Guile? Sure, that's a good one. Oh, shit, he's kind of... Yeah, give me a second. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into some size comparisons. Here he is next to Jada Toy's Guile. I'll put him next to Venom in a minute. And Jada Toy's Vega. Hopefully, is it even? Size comparisons aren't going to make sense if the camera's not straight. It's weird because with the DJI, it like wants to, I don't know, it's hard to make it straight really. Like it wants to do its own straight thing, but you got to kind of like mess with it. I don't know. Does it look okay, you guys? Like you can't really adjust things because the head automatically moves. But let me know if it looks okay, if you guys are able to see. Horizon line looks balanced. Okay, yeah, that's what I was worried about. Thank you. So yeah, there you go. So here's a look at him. Oh wait, who did you want to see compared to Modular Iron Man? I don't know if I have Modular Iron Man handy. Oh wait, yeah I do. I don't have the brightly colored one though. Here's a look at him next to Modular Iron Man and Mayfex Spider-Man, just because he's here. Here's a look at him next to the 3-0 Mega Man and the Jada Toys Mega Man. Here he is alongside Maximum Series Spider-Man and the 20th anniversary Captain America. This is a custom head sculpt that I got from Alex Klein. I'll try to throw it. I'll throw it on the body right here. Looks like the blues might match, so that's cool. Here's a look at him next to Ken from goddamn. I was gonna say Soda again. Ken from Storm Collectibles. Here's a look at him with Venom, and yeah, they all look cool together, you know, whatever. But fuck this Venom. Baron Zemo and Red Skull. I have them, but I can't get to them. Yeah, I don't know. For those of you who watch my lives all the time, you guys already know that I recently moved my whole setup. So a lot of my figures are blocked and just thrown on a shelf. In fact, I'm going to probably put a lot of my villains into a random case or random bin because I want the space to display like nicer things. But anyways, who else? Oh yeah, you know, you guys thought that we were going to get out of here without doing this, but you guys should have known better. Here he is alongside the Marvel Legends Bucky Cap and the Marvel Legends Pizza Spider-Man. And then, of course, here he is alongside the King Jack Kirby and Odious. Bam, just like a regular review. And it's way longer than it should be. So that's a double trouble. So Punisher. So here he is alongside the Punisher, the two-pack Punisher. And then here he is alongside the bootleg Mayfex Gambit. What's it called? Oh, CT Toys Gambit. Yeah, so there we go. Kind of have a mess here. I'm sorry. Well, I assure you that I cleaned up before starting the review here, but it gets messy while doing reviews. It's a messy job, but somebody's got to do it. So yeah, there we go. Anyone want to go to halvesies on this 2-pack? Smash Blaster says you should compare Venom with the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. Oh yeah, I'm on it. Odious would win in a fight against both of them. Dahim Life says the only thing that's good about the Venom is they fixed the neck articulation. That is true. Is the CT Toys Gambit any good? Yeah, it is. It's really good, especially considering that it's like a bootleg. But yeah, so anyways, overall, at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, the dust settles, and it's all said and done, this is an okay 2-pack. I do like Captain America. I'm not really. I don't love the Venom figure. I think he has like a lot of flaws. Um, he definitely could have been better. Honestly, for me to like have been satisfied with this Venom, he just had to be painted nicely. Like based on my expectations. Like all I wanted was for him to be painted nicely since it's a repaint. Like they could have done that, but they did not, which is ridiculous. So he's a massive disappointment, and that's even with having very low expectations. As far as Captain America goes, I do think they did a good job on him. It's a nice, interesting, different version of Captain America. This kind of reminds me of like 70s, 80s Captain America, where his suit was a little smoother. And I like that. Like, I love chainmail, sculpted chainmail. That's amazing. But I think this version of Captain America is one we needed too. I like the sculpt of him, and just like I think literally action figures mentioned the silhouette. He does look cool. He's gonna look amazing just standing there. I like that he does have like you know, really great paintwork and subtle sculpted details. I want to say, like, yeah, there's like a little bit of a lip right here on the upper torso, between the torso and the stripes. So little things like that are cool. Same thing on the arms. He's got like a little sculpted line between the white and the blue. That is amazing. He's got like really nice paintwork on the star. The star is sculpted on. The head sculpt is good, but we've seen this head sculpt a few times. It would have been nice if we got a new head sculpt that was good. Like he does have that other Screaming head sculpt, which is not very good. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Alex Klein head sculpt. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Very nice. That looks good. So yeah, a couple of new head sculpts would have been good. But overall, I'm satisfied with Captain America. He does, I guess the only real flaw I would say, I don't want to count like the articulation setup as a huge flaw because this is a choice that they made and they just went with it. But I will say I do think like the small shield is a flaw, even though it's like accurate to the game. They should have included a bigger shield with it, like maybe do both or something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's unfair too. Tony's Fig says, I just got the 2-pack with Wolverine and Silver Samurai today. Nice. Toy Malarkey says, is that the best Hasbro Legends cap to date? Nah, probably not. I would say I probably like the 20th anniversary more still, or the Secret Wars version. But this one is good though. He's right up there with them. Like I said, he's just a different style. I do love that he has pinless joints. I didn't really mention that. That's a nice upgrade because this one does not. I don't know. Maybe it is. The pinless joints are really nice. Like I said, he looks super clean and just nice. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Maybe he is the best one so far. He is cool. Literally, Action Figures says, I don't think a cap on the Punisher mold would be. Oh, I think a cap on the Punisher mold would be dope. Modified with some scales. Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. Rick Jones says B plus good enough. Yeah, I would say Captain America is probably around a not a B plus. I would say he's probably a B minus. Like he is very good. I'm really happy to have him. But I love Captain America. So you guys already know. Like I was gonna like this figure on some level as long as it wasn't trash. So right out of the box, it definitely wasn't trash. But Yeah, he's good. He's a very good figure. I do like the finish on him. He does kind of have like a soft kind of animated kind of feel to it, you know. But I just wish they would do like a better articulation setup for Captain America. I bet you one day they're gonna do an Ultimate Captain America that has the articulation setup that we've been asking for. And you know what I think honestly what I think they should 100% do is just copy the Diamond Select Captain America in terms of like um, design and articulation and just overall style. Just copy that exactly and put it out, and they would probably make the best Captain America ever because it would be durable, fun to play with, and just have all those different things. They can do interchangeable neck pieces. Obviously, they have like Maximum Spider-Man that has articulation there, so they could make it to where we could that could be a point to change something out. So give them like a bare neck, the triangular shield, and have like a first appearance Captain America. I would totally buy that. Like if they did exactly what Diamond Select did in Legends form, I would buy it. I want to say even the man. I unfortunately I don't even know where my oh there it is. Let me go look at him real fast. I mean, obviously, we don't want them to do every single thing that Diamond did because Diamond did not give their Captain America upper thigh swivel. It's got a little bit, so that's cool. But he does have. Oh no, and he doesn't have a ball joint at the waist. So yeah, this one needs. There's a few things. There's a few things they could do differently. But as far as like accessories and all that kind of stuff, I think they should definitely copy Diamond Select. But if they were to give this Captain America like a ball joint at the waist, a ball joint at the diaphragm, um, and then all those interchangeable pieces, it would be the best Captain America ever. And they could do it. They could do it. They've proven with Wolverine that they could do the double ball joints with, um, you know, great articulation all over the place. So they could definitely do it. But anyways, I don't want to keep on going on about that. As far as this two pack goes, it's okay if you love both characters. I'm sure that you will be pretty happy with at least one of these figures. For me, Captain America saves the day. I had an extra one on the way, and I was like, maybe I'll keep it because I know I'm gonna love it. I don't think I'm gonna keep my extra. I think I'm satisfied with just one of these Captain Americas. So yeah, the figure report says, and you can count articulation against them considering they went all out with Wolverine. Eric says, great 90s era cap. Yeah, before I get out of here, I'd love to read a bunch of comments. But I am going to edit things down. So for everybody who just wanted to see the review, thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Have a nice weekend and all that good stuff. Let me know what you think about this figure. I'll have a pre order link or an order link for this figure in the description and in the pinned comments. But now I'm going to answer some questions before I get out of here on the live stream. Uh, the figure report says, what did you rate the Mapek